Hey everybody, Dominic Castro, North Shore Sports Desk. What's going on? Brought to you by Phil and Corey Sports World and the Cape Ann Savings Bank. We're going to have our Cape Ann Savings Bank Student Athlete of the Week coming up. But first, take a look at what's going on at Phil and Corey Sports World, 184 Broadway, Saugus. We all know and love that as Route 1 South, Sports World, USA. Well, Will Campbell, autograph signing, how cool is that, from the Patriots, the lineman, at Kowloon, a dual event Sunday, June 7th. Check it out. Sunday, June 7th. Get it on your calendar. Get down there and meet the rookie from last year. Looking to have a great second year with the Patriots this fall. Also going on at Sports World, things like this. LeBron James owning an elite piece of basketball history with this autographed 16 by 20 LeBron James rookie photo featuring the iconic Signature Slams gold design. This is the kind of thing Sports World does. Pretty cool, right? Capturing LeBron James during his early years with the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a stunning collectible, true centerpiece for any sports memorabilia collection. And finally, also, Roger Clemens, the man, number 21, the Rocket. Sports World was offering a 16 by 20 photo autograph by this 7-time Cy Young Winner Award winner, the Rocket, Roger Clemens. It commemorates his legendary 20 strikeout game. Remember that? The photo is in near mint condition and features a bold signature from the Red Sox pitching icon. Sports World, 184 Broadway in Saugus, 781-233-7222. Facebook is a great way to follow them. And you can also email info@sportsworldauction.com.
I'm Mary Ann Smith, President of the Cape Ann Savings Bank. We are proud to sponsor the Cape Ann Savings Bank Student Athlete of the Year. Whether it's football, field hockey, tennis, soccer, or any other sport, when a student athlete strives for excellence, it inspires the whole community. The team at Cape Ann Savings Bank in Gloucester, Rockport, and Manchester by the Sea always give their best, and we're happy to honor the student athletes in good sports who do too.
Cape Ann Savings Bank, member FDIC, member DIF, equal housing lender.
Hey everybody, Dominic Castro here, North Shore Sports Desk with our latest Cape Ann Savings Bank Student Athlete of the Week. We're going to Manchester, Essex, first of the spring here, and it's going to be Charlie Thurlow, boys lacrosse player. What's going on, Charlie?
Not much. How are you?
Good. All right, Hornets, obviously a great run last year. Was it semifinals of Division IV state?
Yeah, we went all the way to the Final Four last year, first
Yeah.
time in school history.
Yeah, I remember. Amazing run. We're, well into the season now, like 3 or 4 weeks. How's it going so far?
It's going great. We believe 5-1 right now. We took a loss to Weston, which was a non-conference opponent, but so far our team's been playing great. We meshed really well together. We didn't lose too many seniors last year, but we've been playing great together and having a lot of fun, and it's a great group of guys.
Yeah, and Weston was a Elite Eight quarterfinal matchup last year, correct?
Yeah, we have a big rivalry with them. We played them for the first time my sophomore year, and then we went to the Final Four, where played them in the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
And it was kind of an upset, but they got us this year. But it was a great game either way, and we love playing those guys. It's always a blast.
Yeah, 8-7 last year you beat them. That must have been a heck of a game to get into that semifinal match. It must have been tense.
Yeah, we went all the way there. Nerves were definitely high, but I mean, it was an awesome game. Just kind of shows the type of team we can be when we play at our best. We play together. We can really do great things together.
Yeah. And where are you, Charlie, in the lineup? What do the Hornets expect out of you day to day?
So I play attack. I'm one of the senior captains, and so I've been playing attack since freshman year. So just being a leader on and off the field, helping the younger guys. Just doing all that.
Yeah. So who are the fellow captains with you?
So another captain is one of my really good friends, Jack McCavanagh. He's also an attackman. And then our goalie, Connor Dixon, who came back from injury, he's been doing great. And then Aaron Crompton, he's a defenseman who filled in for Connor last year and did a great job in goalie. But yeah, it's a great group of guys, great
Yeah.
leaders. It's been
Yeah.
fun.
You were first time captain for lacrosse?
I was a captain last year as well as
Wow,
this
back
year.
to back years. That's pretty
Mhm.
significant to be named a captain as a junior.
Mhm.
That's rare. Well, not rare, but it's when you are named that, it's like, hey, he's not a senior, but he's a leader. you know,
Mhm. Yeah.
um,
Thank you.
what's involved, in being a captain besides the whole "let's go, boys" like during the game? Like, tell me about like
Mhm.
a practice, like off the field. There's must be a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Text chains.
hmm Yeah, a lot of people think it's just kind of like a vocal thing, but I mean, it's leading by example and practice every day. Being the first guy to the field, last guy to the leave, and making sure the field's cleaned up, and just
Yeah,
basically, making sure you hold your teammates responsible. And then when it comes to being outside of practice, um, making sure everybody's doing good mentally, doing good in school. And the big thing I think is definitely the off season because that can make or break your season.
yeah,
And so, big thing for me because I was a captain last year, going into this year, I had a much better mindset of what we needed to do. And so, making sure guys were playing wall ball, making sure myself was putting in work, and just keeping everyone accountable while keeping myself accountable as well. And that's the thing I've loved so far is just it keeps me in check. And it's been great being a captain. The guys make it pretty easy for me, but yeah, it's been awesome.
yeah, 100%. And what was significant about last year's run is that you went face to face with the state champ,
hmm
Norwell. So they beat you in the semifinals, 15-6, and then they go and beat Cohasset 11-6 in the
Yeah.
finals. So got like a front row seat of the state champs. What's the level like when you're on the field against a team like that? What do you learn?
You just kind of learn that, like you said, there's levels to it, but we also learned, I think, that we can compete at that high level. Like I said before, and that was the first time going to the Final Four ever, and I think none of us really knew we could get to that level. And so then when you're playing in the Final Four and you play the team that wins the state championship over the offseason, I'm telling myself, hey, like this is the year, we just got a taste of it, and I think we can go all the way next year. And
Yeah,
so I think a lot of guys have seen that now, and just it's just extra motivation. Um,
yeah,
we're not done. We still that's our motivation for this year. We want to go even farther, and so that's just the expectation.
yeah. 5-1 right now. Beat the latest win at the time of this interview anyway was Pentucket on April
hmm
15th, 10-3. And then upcoming next is a another non-leaguer. So it looks like Weston and Wakefield would be the non-leaguers this year, right? And then
Yep.
Masco is Masco. No, Masco. I forgot they're NEC now. Yeah. So
Yeah,
so
they're not in the Cape Ann League.
right. So Masco will be another non-leaguer too.
hmm
So and then Essex Tech actually. So you do have like four
hmm
non-leaguers. So it looks like those are
Yeah.
strong non-league teams. Like you guys gonna be
Yeah.
ready to rock for the tournament.
hmm Oh yeah, we play them all the time, and those are always good matchups because with the Cal, you play those teams twice
Yeah.
a year, and you basically know who you're going against every single time. You basically know the guy's name. But these non-league games are awesome because they're good for the playoffs. Because playoffs, you might be playing a random team that you've never played before, so it's important to bring the same energy, and it's
Yeah.
just good preparation, and it's always a good competition versus any team.
Yeah, exactly. And I believe you went to literally the same field this year that you played Weston on last year.
Yeah, it was almost like nostalgic a little bit. A little bit less fans. There wasn't as many people as it was in the
Okay.
playoff game,
Yeah.
but it was awesome. You know, families. We have such great supporters with our family and friends that come out, and it was an awesome game. Even though we didn't get the win, I think it was a good test and a little bit of a wake up call too. I mean, we just beat up a few teams before, and so I think it's good to keep us centered and
Yeah.
still motivated and not get ahead of ourselves. But you got to take it as it is and see the positives in it.
God, the kids that came back from that team last year on Weston, when you guys got off the bus, they must have been like, there
Yeah,
they are. There they are.
yeah.
Like, that's the team that ended my
Mhm.
season last year.
I know. I
Uh,
know.
And it was another competitive game too, though. 8-7 last year, 6-5 this year. You guys are like really toe to toe right there.
Yeah, definitely want that game back. Uh,
Yeah.
we had our opportunities. They had their opportunities. Just lacrosse is a game of runs, so, sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah. And in the Cape Ann League, it's not like you don't have good competition there. I mean, let's start with Ipswich. They
Mhm.
were like
Yeah.
a Lead Eight or at least a Sweet 16 last year, I think. And
Mhm.
you come out and battle them that was game one, right? Like 12
Yeah.
11 win for Manchester
Mhm.
Essex. Incredible.
Yeah, I got a lot of respect for those guys. We play them all the time. Very good team, very competitive. Starting off the year, that was definitely an awesome game to start off. Had that circled on my calendar.
Yeah.
Great win, gritty win, but yeah, that was awesome. That was a great
Yeah.
win.
Who else in the Cape Ann League is a top-notch team that will, hope can possibly make some noise in the tournament besides you and Ipswich?
Definitely Pentucket this year. They just beat Newburyport recently,
Mhm.
and so they got a lot of young guys, returning young guys. I don't think return. I don't think they really lost any seniors last year.
Yeah.
So definitely Pentucket. Like I said, Newburyport always they're not in D4, but however, still playing them in the Cal. We
Yeah.
haven't beaten them since I've been in high school. So it's definitely a game I want to
Yeah.
definitely want
They
to
were
win.
17-1 last year,
Yeah,
Newburyport was. And I think it looks like possibly a Sweet 16 appearance for them last year, and they
yeah,
lost to Shawsheen. So, who won that? Who won Division Three? Situate. Okay,
yeah,
Situate wins Division Three. Norwell wins Division Four. That's two South teams.
yeah.
Is the
South
South?
Shore runs across.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, is that where it's at? And you
Yeah.
guys, Ipswich, is trying to crack through it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um, exactly.
yeah. Oh, cool. So let's backtrack a little bit. So we did track. What was the events for you there?
Track, I did the 4x2. I did the 355-meter dash, and kind of a new one I did it junior year was the high jump, which um, I improved a lot. It was definitely really new for me, but it was an awesome time. Track
Yeah,
was really helpful for just getting my body ready for lacrosse.
yeah.
Definitely.
What would be the signature Charlie Thurlow moment in track? What was the best individual performance you'd say?
I got a 4-inch PR on my high jump at one of the meets,
Wow.
and so second on our school's all-time list. It definitely sounds a lot better than it actually is
Wow.
because a lot of these bigger schools have really good high jumpers. But for me, that was definitely an awesome accomplishment because
Yeah.
trying something new, you never know what's going to happen. I used to play basketball,
Yeah.
but I wanted to prepare myself a little bit better for lacrosse, so I switched to track, and that was just really fun and
Yeah.
good atmosphere. It was a cool time.
Do you know how close you were to the record for the high jump?
Yeah, I was. So the record was 5'10", and I got 5'8", and it goes up 2 inches every single time. So I couldn't quite crack 5'10", but I got pretty close. But
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah. For someone who's just like, yeah, I'll try this event. That's not bad.
Yeah, not terrible.
And then going back one more, was it football in the fall?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What was the
So
position there for you?
so I played safety. Well, originally I played cornerback and wide receiver, but then in our last scrimmage I shattered my finger.
Hmm.
And so I was out for about a month, 2 or 3 games. Had to get surgery, and then I came back for Newburyport, which was an away game. Had never played them before. I had a giant cast on my hand, and so like I practiced the day before, and that was about it. And coaches were like, "Hey, we'll play you when we need you." And so after the first drive, we run a wing T offense, so it's
Yeah.
a lot of running backs kind of. And so I played wing back because I couldn't really catch the ball, but I could get a handoff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was an awesome game, and then I got switched to safety just because we had a lot of good athletes, and that was just kind of where coaches thought that I could best fit. And yeah, it
Yeah.
was a great season.
You had a cast on for multiple games?
Yeah, so I had a cast on for the Newburyport game, and then after that, I just had a splint that covered all 3 fingers.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, I was after missing a month, really willing to do anything to play. So I made stayed after with our quarterback Zach Hurd, who was awesome,
Yeah.
catching balls after practice, making sure I could figure it out, and I caught a touchdown in that Newburyport game. So somewhat worked.
Yeah.
So
Wow. So you returned with with a cast on, you caught a
yeah,
touchdown pass.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, did you catch it with one hand? Like, how did you do it?
It was kind of like a lofted one, and I just kind of like caught it into my body. The ball,
Yeah,
it felt like the ball was in the air for like 20 minutes, but yeah, I'll take it.
yeah. And then you have to be like sensitive when you're playing safety, like batting a ball down. Like, did you
Yeah.
have to kind of keep in mind,
Hmm.
man, my hand,
Yeah.
know.
When I had my hand wrapped up so much, I never really was nervous, and you kind of try and use it to your advantage because when you just have like your hand, I feel like with a non-injured hand, you don't want to just go and try and punch a ball. I feel like that would make you more nervous. But if you have a giant cast wrapped in foam and padding, you're not really scared to go in and
No.
get aggressive. So it was cool. It was a cool experience.
Yeah.
Um, I wouldn't say wish I wouldn't say I wanted to not get injured, but
Yeah.
you know, it happened and I made the most of it, so
Yeah,
it
you
was fun.
certainly did. Sounds like you really did. And no problems now. It's all good. Nothing, no
Oh yeah,
care.
it's all good. It's all
Okay.
it's all healed.
Nice.
I got a cool scar, so it's
Exactly.
fun.
Wow. All right. And then, it's not interrupting the Hornets right now for sure. 5-1,
Mhm.
looking good. Tell me about Charlie in the classroom. Like what kinds of subjects are you interested in and do you have sort of like a path you are on for after high
Yeah,
school?
yeah. So I'm going to Roger Williams, and I'll be studying sports management, so business.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about business, but I love sports. I like journaling, like writing. So it's like something like what you're doing right now. I've always thought was pretty interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, And in the classroom, my favorite class right now would probably be I'm in AP psychology, and it's just a really interesting class because it's the stuff you're learning you can kind of apply into your day-to-day life strategies on, and just knowing how your brain works. It's so complicated and it's pretty cool. But yeah, this year I took some new classes, which was really interesting, and school's been pretty good. A little stressful right now, but it's coming to an end. So
Yeah. Roger Williams, that down in Rhode Island?
yeah, Bristol, Rhode Island.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Are you thinking of continuing athletics down there?
Yeah, I actually just had my signing day today for lacrosse, so I'll be playing
Oh, am I
lacrosse
missing
down
that
there.
on Twitter somewhere? Was there a Emmy Hornets post?
We probably just posted it, so no
Okay.
worries. But yeah, it'll be there.
All right.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Congrats. That's great.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So, yeah, have you had like, conversations like this might be your role, or it's like just way too early. You never know who's coming back, what other freshmen are coming in, and where they're gonna place you. You know what I mean? Like, kind of
Yeah.
to be determined.
I wouldn't say it's too predetermined. I play attack right now, but I can see myself maybe playing more offensive midfield.
Okay.
But I'm just looking at my class alone. There's a lot of really talented kids. And I can, you can see it as like, oh, I want to play over this kid, but I think at the end of the day, we could do a lot of damage together. And
Yeah.
so I think a lot of talented kids, they got to respect, but I'm just excited to work with everyone. I think I can learn a lot from all of them.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm really excited just to, I'll try anything. I just want to play either way. So
6-9 right now. Roger
mhm.
Williams men's lacrosse. It looks like.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So they need to get a couple more wins to get back to 500. I'm looking at most of the games are pretty much New England. It looks like. Um,
yeah. They
you
play
know,
mostly local teams.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Um, do you know of any like teammates that are going to either your school or an opponent's school that you might face off against?
So, one of the kids who I know, he plays for Beverly. His name is Kobe. He's going to Roger Williams, so I've been talking to him. He plays LSM, so that's been interesting. None of my friends are playing college lacrosse,
Yeah,
but I have a friend going to Bowdoin for football, to Bates for football, and a
nice.
lot of my friends are just going to like Rhode Island schools for college in general, like Providence, Johnson and Wales. So it should be fun. I have a friend going to Salve Regina too, so a
Yeah,
lot of guys down there.
nice.
Hopefully come down for my games. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They better. Um, now the Thurlows is there a long line of athletes in the family, or is Charlie the star here?
No, yeah, there's definitely a long line of athletes. My dad played soccer in high school and baseball. My mom was really good at track. And I have an older brother and an older sister. And my sister is definitely I got to give a lot of credit to. She was a figure skater in high school
Huh.
and was I mean, I can't even explain it. It was crazy watching her, all the stuff she does.
Yeah.
And people don't really understand about figure skating, but it's a huge commitment. I mean, it was year round for her, and that's pretty motivating for me to watch, committing to a sport year round and how hard she worked. And then my brother, who's a big role model for me just because he played all the same sports as me, was also a phenomenal athlete. He struggled with a lot of injuries later in high school,
Yeah.
but I mean, he was still a great leader. He was also a captain for football and lacrosse. And I like to say he's taught me pretty much everything I know about lacrosse. But yeah, uh, good line of athletes. We still compete about who's the best, but I'll give the credit. I'll give the credit to my sister. So
Well, there you
she's nice
go.
to me.
Probably the right answer.
Yeah.
And then how do you keep busy in the summer and stuff? How do you put money in your pocket?
So I work at Woodman's of Essex. It's just a minute walk down the street from me. It's a seafood restaurant that's
Yeah.
like got a long line of history in Essex.
Yeah.
And
Heck yeah.
so I've worked there since eighth grade, and I used to just be a bus boy, kind of just doing whatever I could, working long summer, like 4 days a week. All my friends worked there. It was a great time. And then this year, when you get to be 16, you can work as a lobsterman. So you um, sell and cook the lobsters out front, which is for me was kind of the big job I wanted. I really wanted it. My brother worked as it because you get to talk to all the customers in line. You sell lobsters. You had a
Yeah.
great view of the marsh, and I ended up doing that this summer, and I loved it. It's a lot of fun. A little stressful because you're kind of by yourself out there. And, I didn't really have much experience cooking lobsters, and they're pretty expensive, so I didn't want to mess them up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know if people would trust a 16-year-old kid cooking them their lobster, but I
Yeah.
learned a lot of leadership skills, and it was an awesome time. And I can't work as much during the school year, but during the springtime, like right now, I coach youth lacrosse
Yeah.
as well, just to
Oh, nice.
help out.
Yeah.
And
So
that's awesome too.
you actually like help someone coach, or you like the coach, the head coach?
Me and two other captains are like, well, there's a dad who coaches, but we're all coaches like of the select team, and
Gotcha.
so it's awesome. We did like winter clinics, and then now we're in season, so it's fun. Like one practice a week, one game a week.
Yeah.
Just helping. I didn't really have a like an older player when I was that age to coach me, and I think I would have really been helpful. So I'm just trying to
Yeah.
give back and be helpful to them.
Yeah, 100%. That must be a rewarding experience to teach the youngsters. And that's like, is that Manchester and Essex combined, just like the high school is?
It's Cape Ann, so
Cape Ann. Okay.
all kids from Cape Ann play for Cape Ann Youth Lacrosse,
Oh,
and
gotcha.
it's
Okay. Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Where's like the home turf? Is it your field, the Manchester Essex one?
Yeah, it's either our high school or O'Malley usually.
Okay. Nice. Going back to the lobsters, how do you cook one? When do you know it's done? And
Okay,
how big
so
is that? Like, the pot. I mean, how many lobsters in one pot at a
yeah,
time?
so I can kind of take you through a basic one. So if I get there in the morning, so there's multiple sizes, and we color code them based on size. So the most popular size is a 1.5 pound. It's $24 a pound. So I'll get there, probably throw like 8 lobsters in the pot. Make sure that cooks for like 10 minutes at like 160 degrees. And then I take them out, I lay them out on the table, throw them on ice so they stay fresh once they cool down a bit. And then usually they're out there for a little while so they kind of cool down. So then when people pick out which lobster they want, I throw it in the other pot, which is just for a few minutes, 160, 140-ish degrees, a few minutes, make sure that's right the temperature, and then yeah, it's good to go from there. So a lot of like you got to keep track of everything. A lot of timers, but I think this year I'll be a little bit better and maybe a little bit more organized. But we'll
Well, it's
see.
tough. Yeah, I can picture that when you're in the moment,
Yeah.
huge line. Someone's talking to
Hmm.
you like, "Hey, how long you worked? What's up, buddy?" Like, if someone that knows you, like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to focus,
Yeah.
trying to focus." You're like, "Oh shit, I put them
And
in
the
my,
hard thing about yeah
you know."
yeah the hard thing about lobsters is they all look the same. So when people are ordering at the same time,
Oh, that's
well, they
true.
come with rubber bands. So I'll take one rubber band off of one of them, take two off of another, and then keep both of them on another one. So Yeah, it's definitely a little stressful, but I love it. I love the adrenaline I get from it, and the reward's awesome because when people come back and say they loved it, it's awesome, and
Yeah.
it definitely pays well because if you're nice to customers, they'll definitely tip you well, especially in
Yeah.
the summertime.
And,
So that's
and
definitely
that
helpful.
and that model is someone that wants to get a lobster to go and bring it home, like kind of thing. They're not in the restaurant eating,
Yeah.
right? Is that
No,
what?
you can eat it in the restaurant.
Okay.
You
Oh, okay. Okay.
usually
They
I
get
tell
their
people.
lobster, then they go
Mhm,
sit down. Okay.
mhm. Yeah,
Okay.
so our line to get regular lobsters are completely separate from like the regular food, the fried food. So I tell people to go in, order your fried food because that'll take a while, and then when their fried food's ready, come out and order a lobster because it'll be done in about 3 minutes. And
Gotcha.
then but some people will just ask to buy it cold so they can go home and cook it. But I usually tell them to let the expert do it, even though it was my first year.
Yeah.
But
Well, when I was your age, I
yeah,
was a lobster man. I helped my father.
oh,
He was a
that's
Gloucester
awesome.
lobsterman. Yeah, the Tarzan end was the boat. The buoys were gray and white, and just the
Yeah,
coast of Gloucester, close to Manchester, pretty much. Um,
yeah,
and that was fun. It was the best high school job ever. I mean, almost as good as yours
yeah.
because I was involved in lobsters, but I
I
got
know.
the fresh air of the. You got the marsh, I
Hmm.
got the ocean. It's like a great, great job.
Yeah, let's do
By
some
the way,
business together.
yeah, by the way, I don't like lobsters. Well, when I
Yeah,
was
me
younger, I was
neither.
more picky. I was more picky when I was your age, but now I'm a little like, if
Hmm.
I had enough butter on it, that's fine.
Yeah, my thing is just it's so expensive, and you don't really get too much. Don't tell anyone I said that, but
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, but I get it because
if
like it's
special occasion, I'll have it.
well, the tourists love it. And
Hmm.
to me, I agree with you. I think it's a lot of work. Like
Yeah.
crush, crush, take it out,
Hmm.
the shells.
Hmm.
But I would eat it in mashed potatoes or like maybe again with a lot of butter, and it's fine.
Yeah.
Do you guys sell crabs there too, Woodman's?
Um. Yeah, I believe so. We do like crab rolls.
Yeah,
So yeah, and the big thing with the lobster was we like pre-cut them for you, and
yeah.
so the whole summer I was just trying not to cut my finger off, pretty much, but I
Oh,
never did,
really?
so it was okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a giant knife, and it's harder than it's definitely harder than it looks. So
Well, that's a fun, classic job for an Essex kid. That's for sure.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
and you live so close. That's huge.
hmm,
Um, there used to be a Chinese food restaurant there that I love, Fortune
yeah,
Palace. Is that still there?
yeah.
Fortune
No, they took
Palace?
it down. They
Okay.
took it down a while ago. There's a brewery there now, but yeah, that Chinese place was awesome. We used to get that on Christmas Eve every year. We used to get Chinese food from there.
Listen, I can tell you like who's got the best chicken fingers. They had the best crab rangoons. I mean, it was just
Yeah, no, that's what I heard. I
yeah.
agree.
I don't know why. It was just like it was just so good, so good,
Yeah.
perfect. Um, Charlie Thurlow, a man of many talents, scoring goals, cutting lobsters. You know, you got a good future ahead of you, Roger Williams. Wish you the best of luck with the Hornets the rest of the season. You
Thank
know,
you.
5-1, looking strong already, and definitely a contender Division 4, no doubt about it. Uh,
Hmm.
so we wish you the best. Congratulations on the
Thank you.
Cape Ann Savings Bank Student Athlete of the Week. Hope you have a great night, and go Hornets.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good night.
All right, we'll come visit you this summer.
Awesome. Yeah.
Talk
Stop
soon.
by.
All right, see ya.